Welcome to the...
I promised you that we're going to talk to someone someone with a greater story at this particular point. This is a lady who has been able to sell Gambia creativity on a different platform in a different continent, and it's only fair enough that I get to talk to her right here, right now. So just forgive me if I'm going to cut short the talk a little bit. But this lady is one of the organizers of the Selam Festival in Sweden, in which six of Gambia's finest performers did get to grace its stage on Friday, and it was epic. Every young person was talking about it. Every performer is currently now dreaming to be on such platform and entertain that capacity of a crowd. Now that is innovation. That's growth. And the people behind the scenes are not really recognized most of the time. We don't really ask who did, for example, for artists, you talk about the producers, just get into their minds and understand what it takes for them to create the content that they create. So I'll have to talk to Mam right now. So let me just call her and hope that she's certainly going to be online and is also going to be answering some of the questions that we have right here on the show. Yes, good afternoon to you, Mam.
Hello.
You are live on Afro Radio. My name is Danny. You are Mam Foon.
Hi there.
You okay, dear?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I'm the phone out so there's no noise in my background.
Yes, please.
How you doing?
Well, so far I'm doing great. So your name is Mam Foon or Mam Foon? Let me just get that clear. Is it Mam Foon or Mam Foon?
It's Mam Foon.
Okay, Mam Foon, as in telephone. Come to the Gambia, you're like Foon. Your phone.
No, as in Foon. Yeah. No, Foon, as in phone. N.
Okay.
Foon.
Yeah. So there's a double N and there's a there's a double O and an N.
Exactly.
All right, good. So, Mom, I know you are excited. There's so much that's been going on, but just a quick introduction about you for those Gambians that don't know who Mam Foon is. What would you introduce yourself as, please?
At the moment, I'm a creative leader and have been working with music since I was very, very young.
Mm-hmm.
I started off singing, then I got into graphic design because obviously I come from a family where education is important. So they were like, you have to have an education. So I was like, okay, I'll do something that's international. And I did graphics and I knew I could use that within music. And that's how I actually ended up at Selam, this company that I'm working for now, that work with presenting African music, Latino music, and Caribbean music in different parts of the African continent.
Right.
And so that's how I started off doing that. I'm born and raised in Sweden, but obviously my parents are Gambian. I'm myself a Gambian Swede. Gambia often, so for me it's home as well. And I really have a passion for identity, to know yourself, know where you're coming, because I believe that's the root of knowing where you're going. And since music is my passion, it's always been a dream, basically, to work with artists in Gambia and to be able to promote their music in the best way that I can when the timing was in, and we definitely got the timing right.
Yes, you did get the timing right. So just in terms of the Selam concert or festival, tell us a little bit about that. Yes.
Well, Selam Festival is a concept that we've done it for almost 15 years, and I even started before I came in.
Nice.
And we have it in different parts of the world. We do it in Sweden, we do it in Addis Ababa, we do it in Cuba, and we did our first version now in Gambia in January.
Okay.
But this cultural festival that we have is actually the Stockholm municipality that does it every year and been doing it for as long as I can remember. So every Friday on that platform, we curate one night with our music and what we want to present. So on the stage, 3 years ago, we've had artists like, we had Yusuf Dur, we've had Alpha Blondie, last year we had Barris Hammond, and this year now we got to promote our Gambian artist and Malik Berry.
Right. So in terms of the Friday concert, now social media has been quite on a blast. I mean, just put it like that. It's been. I mean, the hashtag the Salem Festival has been trending. The Gambian performers equally have been celebrated. But one person that hasn't really been seen or has or of whom we don't really know much of is yourself. I think you played a big role in making sure that 6 of our finest were in Sweden last weekend, and they did amazingly well. So, but how does that make you feel?
Happy. Like I think my purpose in life is to make people happy and empower people through the artwork and the form that I use in my work.
Right.
So to be able to do this is just a blessing, and to be able to do it in presenting on our biggest platform is even like better. And like like you have to just wait for the best timing.
True.
So it will happen, but it will happen in a way that you never extended it. And yeah, I've been around, but for me, it's empowering these youngsters to come out and do their thing. Except for G, he's not a youngster, but
G is definitely not one.
He's a veteran at this point, but
yes,
but to give them, the blessings, because Gambian music we need to put Gambia on the map. It's a small country, but I think we have so much talent.
True.
It's just that we need to build on an infrastructure and a platform that can unify people and doing this, and even the relationship in between all the artists is just so lovely to see.
True.
And I've been running around like a chicken with no head for these last 3 days.
Just a weird one. How have you been dealing with their shenanigans? Let me just say, because I know Jizzle is a diva. Sophia is, because let me start with Jizzle. Jizzle is the mother of divas right there. We have Barhama equally. That's another diva. It takes him time to put his makeup on. Royal Messenger is a Rastafari. He doesn't have a problem. Sophia is a gang. Is another diva right there. But how have you been dealing with them?
I think they got a little bit warm to me when we already had the phase 1 in Gambia when we did the Salem Festival Banjo, where they got to work with us and see what we were about. And before even that happening, I was in Gambia. I met them in September already when we had when we were in the research stage, and we had Hadi Fai on board as well.
Right.
Working with her. So obviously when they had a proper introduction, then they started understanding and seeing, my social media and what I've been doing.
Right.
I think they kind of got warm to me. And to be honest, like now, yes, they have been saying things, but it's really just respect between us, because you work hard, I work hard, let's do it together. And yes, they're artists and they have the shenanigans, but they really bring it around me.
Okay, but in terms of the controversy as well, because I know some Gambians could be petty at times, and I know most of the rumors will eventually get to you. But what's one of the rumors that have gotten to you that you were like, okay, I don't think I'll even pay attention to it, but it kind of got to you as well?
Well, I was kind of expecting this, to be honest. Like I've been working with Gambians for the longest, and I knew something would come up, and you can't please everybody. I can only go on what I can please, like what I feel that, okay, this is the goal, and we reached the goal. Yes, there are going to be people thinking that this was not really a cultural thing and misunderstanding the whole thing of what it was, or feeling that, they didn't represent us and it wasn't good enough. But boy, like you go up on
so wait, they didn't represent us as in what way specifically?
As in they didn't think they were good enough. There's so many things, but hey,
wait, who were they? Wait, hold on. Who were they expecting to represent us other than this 6? Because I think
that's what I want.
I mean, other than this 6, I don't see any other 6 that could have beat this one.
Yeah, but that's the thing. But you know what? To be honest, it's like it's hard for me to even go in and talk about this, because I don't really take that into even acknowledgement, because you can't even discuss or say anything about it, because it's their opinion. Cool, you keep it, but for me, that's been in it and working and understanding, I'm super happy and content. Yeah, we've been a whole team doing this. So you're always going to have people saying things or not agreeing with you, and that's cool too. That's cool.
So what are the plans henceforth? I mean, there's still most of them still have a few other shows to conduct here and there, but what exactly is going to happen henceforth?
For when it comes to our part, with the rest of the tour that they have in Europe, they got to have that because with our visa that we applied for, they got extra days, so they could take on other dates in other countries, which I'm super happy for.
Nice,
but we're not really in charge of any of that. Like, we've done our things that we wanted to do. When it comes to our project, when it comes to Benachin, this is just a pilot project for us to do research, being Gambia, working, being here, getting to know the artists, understanding the industry. They've also had the opportunity to meet up with different institutions as Spotify and Stim that does copyright, to see how they work and register to those institutions to understand how they can promote their music better. So for our part, we've done it for this project, but Gambia, the relationship with Gambia is not over yet. We want to look into like long term, besides the music and the concerts that we do, Salem also do development projects within culture and music, and we're doing this with organizations like CEDA. In Ethiopia for the last 10 years. We have an office in Ethiopia where we have 8 people working, and all the projects there are basically capacity building based. And I mean, if we have a blueprint. So if we can implement that in Gambia and work more on that kind of development scale, there's a lot of things that can be done. There's an industry, a whole industry that's not developed in Gambia for us to get to even higher heights.
Well, ma'am, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. I know that there's so much that you have to run through or to run to at this point. It's been fascinating talking to you. Just the fact that you are behind the scenes, just know equally myself, I'm behind the scenes. So we relate. And if there's any way I can be of help, please do not hesitate to contact us. Myself and the entire team. We'll make sure that we put the word out there. And
thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
Keeping on, because I know it is hard pleasing humans. And the worst of them are Gambians. Trust me, there's so much that we need to do to kind of recreate or restructure our mentality in approach of art and how things could be betterly done, you know.
Yes, and it's coming. I feel it's coming.
It certainly
We're
will.
working. People are doing well.
It certainly will.
And I definitely think that they also have the fans with them. Like, the people are really realizing and recognizing them, and I'm so happy to see that as well. Like, it's beautiful. A new time.
Okay. So just a weird one. Out of the 6 that performed on Friday, which of them was your favorite?
Oh, I don't even know. I can't even answer that one.
Come on, just us.
All of them did the best they can.
Yes.
They played with a live band that they did rehearsal for 1 hour each with. So for me, the achievement has already been done there. Just that you get. And I mean, I'm super proud of Bahama that went up first and got the crowd going with his music and got them so hyped for the introduction. So I must say, Bahama did a really good job starting off the whole thing, the whole night. He put it that trend.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You and the entire Salam Festival, the crew, the committee, each and every one of the musicians. We really say thank you so much right here. I'm joined by Mariama, and equally Mariama is right here with us.
You're scamming now.
She just walked in.
I was trying to catch up. But great job. We've been following online. We've been seeing all the great work you and all the artists out there are doing. I think this is a great platform to just have them out there. I think it's a great eye opener for them, and this would help them when they come back to work extra hard. I think you guys are doing a great work as well. Not forgetting Gambia.
Thank you very much.
Like this. So we're looking forward to more these opportunities. Either have
that's what we want to do.
More artists come to Gambia or get more artists to go there also. In either ways, just bravo and congratulations, ma'am. I'm sure we'll get to
Thank you very, very
more
much.
of these interviews also in the future.
I hope so. Thank you very much.
For your time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. All right, guys.
Bye bye.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.